In the criminal justice system, communist-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are part of an elite squad known as the Red Scare Unit. These are their stories.
In 1950, the FBI arrested Julius Rosenberg, an electrical engineer who had worked for the U.S. Army Signal Corps from 1940 to 1945, and his wife Ethel. They were indicted for conspiracy to transmit classified military information to the Soviet Union. In the trial that followed in March of 1951, the government charged that in 1944 and 45, the Rosenbergs had persuaded Ethel's brother, David Greenglass, an employee at the Los Alamos atomic bomb project, to provide them and a third person, Harry Gold, with top-secret data on nuclear weapons. The chief evidence against the Rosenbergs came from Greenglass and his wife Ruth.
Both Julius and Ethel Rosenberg were found guilty in 1951 and received the death sentence. Morton Sobel, a co-defendant, received a 30-year prison term, as did Harry Gold. David Greenglass was later sentenced to 15 years in prison. Despite many court appeals and pleas for executive clemency, the Rosenbergs were executed on June 19, 1953. They became the first U.S. civilians to suffer the death penalty in an espionage trial.
The case aroused much controversy. Many claimed that the political climate made a fair trial impossible, and that the only serious incriminating evidence had come from a confessed spy. Others questioned the value of the information transmitted to the Soviet Union and argued that the death penalty was way too severe. Communists in the United States and abroad organized a campaign to save the Rosenbergs, which received the support of many liberals and religious leaders.
I want the pizza.
No, I get it. I'm older.
That's how I have it, so I get it.
No, it's mine.
Mine.
It's mine.
Mine.
No,
it's
it's
mine.
okay. You both know our rules. You both get a piece of pizza. It doesn't matter how old you are or how hard you try.
Oh, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Mom, we've been cleaning for hours.
Gee willikers, don't we ever get a break?
Children, how many times must I tell you? You do what's good for the household and not yourself.
Where do you and Dad get these rules anyways? Mom, can I have $5 to go to the baseball game?
Yes, you may have $5.
Only $5? That's how much you gave Wilson to get ice cream.
Now, child, everyone is in the same economic bracket. You won't get more money than your younger brother simply because he doesn't deserve it. That wouldn't be fair.
Fine. You and your principles.
Mr. Gold, here are the papers you requested.
Nino Pito.
In the video you've just seen, we've outlined the United States perception of the Rosenberg family. Whether it be true or false, this seems to have been what the United States has portrayed them to be like. We personally believe that they were communists and spies, and we left out the whole execution and most of the trial part of the case in the video.
Simply because most of the trial was a little too
Intense.
intense, for lack of a better phrase. And we weren't going to make a video or a reenactment of Julius and Ethel, Jeremy and Casey getting executed. So we've just basically left you with a couple things that led up to the trial and just their life at home and what Americans seem to perceive them to be.
Yeah, obviously it wasn't really what it was like, or at least we'd hope not. It's kind of supposed to be a satirical view, kind of poking fun at the whole situation. So,
We appreciate you watching.
give us a good grade, Miss Albenese. Please.